Okay, let's see. Clues. Okay. Is this on? Looks like it's on. Okay. 14 seconds in. Sweet. Okay. Hey everyone. So this is my first live. I don't know what I'm doing, just so you know. Okay. Here we go. So I thought it'd be fun for my first live event to have like a little slumber party. It is Friday, September 22nd, and the kids are all asleep, and I'm excited. I'm like, yes, parent free time. Okay, so I even have my popcorn. Ah, delicious. So if you need some popcorn, go pop some. We got time. We're just gonna like keep really chill, totally chill. No makeup. This is the real dealio. You know my channel. We're all real. No fakeness allowed. Okay, so I've got some questions here. And if you're catching this on the replay tomorrow or the next day, write your comments down on the comment section. I want to hear from you. I'm going to go through these questions and I'll give you my answer. You write down your response. Okay, I literally have baby wipes here. So with, popcorn when it's greasy, I just like to wipe my hands so it's not like yucky. But if these papers get ruined, no big deal. Okay, here we go. Make sure your popcorn is popping in the kitchen. Okay. Favorite song that you've listened to recently that you put on replay? Ready, set, go. What is your favorite song? I will tell you, I really feel like I don't listen to a lot of music. Not like, I don't know. I should put on the music more. Like, because I feel like my house is generally really quiet when the kids aren't making, a bunch of noise. But I signed up for this course. And in this course, there's like the intro music where you're waiting for the course to start. There was a song going and I'm like, oh my gosh. Or no, maybe it was at the end like kind of credits stage of a course. And the song was playing and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like, what is it? I need to know. Like, I need to find out. And it was called Shine by Jaslyn Edgar. I hadn't heard of her before. Jaslyn spelled Jaslyn and then Edgar, Edgar. Look her up. The song Shine, it's just like, oh, it touches your soul. You could work out to it in the gym though too. It's great. It's really great. Look it up. YouTube. Okay, so favorite song that you put on replay recently? Put it in the comment section. Question number 2. Let's do that for later. Okay, hold on. What kind of business would you start if you knew you couldn't fail? Okay, think about this. What business would you start? Okay, this popcorn, I'm gonna be binge eating. Okay, let me think. Business. I didn't pre-think all the answers out before I wrote the questions, which I probably should have done. Some of them I did, but some I didn't. Okay, so this I didn't really give a good thought out. Okay, for those of you that haven't watched my channel for a little while, I love money in a good, wholesome way. Want lots of it, like I'm sure you do too. And I love the idea of just making money. The process is just invigorates my mind. But what kind of business would I start? How did I phrase this? What kind of business would you start if you knew you couldn't fail? Okay. Part of me is like, another Amazon. No. Amazon does amazingly well. Some people hate on them. Some people love them to death. But they do work effectively. That 2-day shipping, can you go wrong with that? No. I don't know. Dang it. Something with... I don't know. Something with IT and software, selling it to businesses. I don't know. But at the same time, monetizing my YouTube channel, that's very much like a business. And it's not monetized yet, but that's a long-term goal. So if I'm being totally real with myself, I'd really pick YouTube. In a perfect world. Okay, we are talking about perfect situation, works out in your favor. What would it be? So, okay, I would say then actually YouTube, because I want to monetize the channel and make it profitable, long-term. And I know that's not going to be overnight. It's going to take some time. But it really would be fun. Let me give you a background here for those of you that are tuning in. This is my room. It's a total wreck right now. I did not pre-clean, okay? So there are toys on the floor, headband stuff. I don't even know. So this is my TV room. We have the couch here, projector here. And then we have a treadmill that I still, okay, somehow, let me, side story. The part that moves around as you walk on the treadmill, someone cut it with scissors. No idea which kid did that. And I still have to like fix it because like every time it goes around, it makes like a flap kind of sound. And it's just like really annoying to listen to. So you just don't want to be on the treadmill. And my uncle actually gave me really good advice on how to cut it. So it makes like a triangle. So then it doesn't make that flap sound. And I forgot to do that. Okay, that reminds me. I'm going to do that tomorrow. Tomorrow, Saturday. Gonna take care of it and then I'll get on the treadmill. But anyway, so we've got the treadmill there. And then we have, well, okay, I do have some lighting here. So ignore that ring light's not normally right there. Nor is that lamp. I just put it there for lighting today. But like we have the projector. So when we like watch football games or whatever, the screen is like, I mean, it's like bigger of a screen than, you know, the ones you get at Sam's Club, like the TVs. Those are freaking honking huge, but because I'm like paranoid, like the kids are going to pull the TV down on themselves, we have this one where it's like attached to the wall up there and you can like pull it down and it can roll up, but we just leave it down all the time technically. And then we have this little thing that's like literally falling apart. We got it at IKEA and it's lasted for so long, but like with just how much like the kids have climbed on it and like, I don't even know. And there's a couple of bolts in there that like, anyway, sidetrack. Got misplaced. And so now it's like needing to be retired. Anyway, so that's kind of the setting I'm in right now in my TV room. Okay, where are we at? All questions. Oh, here we go. So what kind of business would you start if you could fail? YouTube. Okay. Wait, we already did this one. Favorite song. Okay, here we go. One thing on your bucket list before you die. What is one thing on your bucket list before you die that you want to do? So, okay. Write it in the comment section below. I've actually wanted this for a while now. Since like 2007. I think I was in China when I decided that I wanted to do this. I want to go to all 7 continents before I die. So considering Antarctica is like frozen. I may want to go there last. I don't like freeze to death, but that would be like amazing. Yeah. So I've got 3 down. Obviously North America because that's where I live, but I've been to South America 3 times actually, so I definitely have that one checked off. And then I've been to Asia. So those are the 3 I've been to. Still need to go to Europe. So for those of my subscribers that are from Ireland, England, France, I love you. I'm going to be going over to Europe at some point when I make the trillions, right? No, this is not wine. I don't drink. This is, what was the juice thing? They said 100% white grape juice, whatever that means. I mean, is it really 100%? Probably not because it's like half sugar, but cheers. Okay, next question. Where are we at here? Okay, are you an iPhone user or an Android user? Excuse me. Air bubble. I am an iPhone user, but I have been an Android user before, 7 years back, but there's just something about the iPhone simplicity, like the user friendliness and the buttons to push that are just easy, that I prefer iPhone. I know, no one shunned me, we're still friends. My husband's an Android user though, so we still make it work. Well, favorite color, go. What's your favorite color? Put it in the comment section. Whether it's 5 days later, right now, tomorrow, when we're all sitting on our fannies, not working. Yellow. Can you tell? Yellow. It's my favorite color. Like, even my wedding roses were all yellow. It was beautiful. Wedding cake. Yellow roses on top of that, too. Yup. Love it. Just makes me happy. Like, yellow is, like, such a cheerful color. Let me shimmy this closer. Boop. This is literally, this is my setup. Like, you were gonna laugh. Okay. Look, I literally have do you see this laundry basket? Laundry basket upside down. My trusty little stand. What brand is this? Lamical. Share simple life. Okay. So I love this stand. It's amazing. And then literally this is it. So, okay. And we're now falling. There we go. So, where are we at now? Favorite color? Yes. Okay. So yellow. Totally love it. How to get sidetracked on the laundry basket? I have no idea. Okay. Here we go. For those of you that are parents, let me move this down. For those of you that are parents, what is your favorite game or playtime activity with your kids? What do you guys all like to do? Like, this last December, at Christmas time, we gave the kids this little, I don't know if it's like Fisher Price toy or what. I want to say it might be. There's little types the same, or is that different? I think it's different. It's like a taco truck. So, like, it has like these fake foods and then you pretend to buy. And so we literally are teaching our kids money. Like, we're buying their fake food with real money. My hair is still kind of like wet from my shower earlier. So we will like get a quarter, like a real quarter, real nickel, real dime from the junk drawer in the kitchen. Let me know if you all have a junk drawer in your kitchen or is it just me because I'm really disorganized. But like, we'll get some coins and we'll like play and be like, yes, can I have a taco with a brownie? And not like that totally goes in a meal. But like, they have like little fake smoothies. And so I'll get a large smoothie for a nickel. And then I'll put like the nickel down so they can see it. So as I'm saying nickel, I'm showing them the nickel too. So they correlate the sound or word nickel with the image of it. And we're teaching them how to like know what money is and exchange of money for goods. And it's been a really cool that experience. I feel like it's like the funnest activity just because like they're learning a lesson in that process of having fun playtime with mom, right, or dad. So it's pretty good. Love it. It's my favorite. I have no idea how much we spent on that. Like $40, $30, somewhere around there. I don't remember it being like crazy expensive or anything. Reasonable for what it is. Okay. Here we go. If you could travel to one country in the world, all expenses paid, where would you go? So let's pretend you won a free trip. And you could only go to one country. So even if there's one right next door, because it's a European country, you could only go to one. So where'd you go? Let me know. I would go. Okay. It frequently changes because I want to go like everywhere. But as of today, I really want to go to Greece. Specifically the island of Santorini, which is known for like the coastal edges of this island where it's like all white. All the buildings are white. And then they have the rooftops that are like blue. So you'll have like these domes, these bright blue domes that look heavenly. It just looks like magical. Like if you don't know about Santorini, Google Santorini, Santorini. I think that's how you spell it. I'm like a visual learner, so I'm doing it, I'm not seeing it, it's tricky. Okay. Google, it's amazing. But it's like, well, it costs a pretty penny to go there. So, gotta make the millions, you know. Okay, really would love to go. Totally, hands down. I literally see my husband and I sitting on the beach, watching the sun go down, clinking glasses of pink lemonade or yellow lemonade while just enjoying ourselves on Santorini. Like, that would be epic. Epic. Yes, epicness. Okay. Dream car. Dream car. We're not talking Toyota, okay, or Honda. And we have one of each. But, like, I'm talking like your dream luxury car. Like, if you could have any car on planet Earth, what would it be? That kind of, okay, my hair is like wavy. What kind of car would it be? Mine would be, okay, I probably should do some more research on luxury cars, but it would definitely be a sports car. It would definitely be bright yellow, like this yellow, that bright yellow. And, I don't know if it'd be a 2-seater or like a 5-seater, because part of me is like, the realistic side of me is like, well, we're going to take the kids with us because we're going to be driving somewhere. So we'll need 5 seats. But at the same time, I'm like, it's going to be where it's just my husband and I, and it's a 2-seater, and we're going on a trip, a day trip, because we have grandparents staying to watch the kiddos, you know, or something. But then you don't get to use it that often. So if you want to use it like every day, you need a sports car that's a 5-seater. But then, like, what? Well, this is a trick question. Anyway, yellow sports car for sure. And I really like the Porsche brand. It's not Porsche. It's Porsche. So, Porsche brand car. Bright yellow. Beautiful. Okay, here we go. Oh, goodness. Okay. I knew about this one. Most embarrassing thing you've ever done. Okay? What is it? Okay, here we go. Do I want to tell you? Let me think about this. So, okay. What is said here stays in our little cubby of the internet, okay? So many years ago, I went to China. And, hold on, I need a drink. China was this amazing place that I taught English at. I taught at a private school. I got a drink. So, it was amazing. While we were there, it was like, teach 9 days, you get 4 off. So, for the days when we had off, we'd go all over China. And we would see some crazy, amazing places. Like, and I could be mispronouncing this. There's this place called Yangshuo, or Yang, it was on the Li River, spelled Yangshuo. Gorgeous area. And that was like one of the biggest trips we had. We went there and it was stunning, like lush green. Like, they have these amazing mountains that were just, you've seen Mulan, right? Like, when they're going off to war in Mulan 1, they have these mountains that go up and down, and they're just really steep in the background. That only happens in one place in the world, and that's in southern China. It's amazing. So that was really cool. We'd also go to Beijing, and one time when we were in Beijing, there was this place where you could zip line off the Great Wall of China. And I literally peed my pants. I kid you not. I was 19 years old. What 19-year-old kid like pees their pants? I am not even kidding. I peed my pants jumping off the Great Wall of China because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Like, because it was really high up there. I know in pictures it looks like, oh, yeah, it's probably a good height. When you're up there at the top and you're about to jump off, you're like, yep, I'm going to die. Like, it is way too high. It makes you pee your pants, okay? So, in my defense, it was really scary. But it was really funny at the same time, too though, because, like, there's, okay, let me put my drink down for a sec. So there's a spot in the wall where there's like this reservoir that passes through the Great Wall. So on one side, the Great Wall stops. You go down to like where the water is. There's a little bridge that you walk over, and then you climb up back onto the Great Wall. So there's a gap in the Great Wall. Not in the middle of it, but like, because it stops. There are 2 chunks of it. And so we went down, crossed the bridge, got over on this side, and then jumped from this point over back to the other side of the water. And in this point of like jumping off, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. And at the same time though, I was like, how can you not jump off the Great Wall of China when you're presented with the opportunity? Because it was like freaking $7. And this was back in like 2007. So it's probably like double that now. But I'm like, okay, you can't pass this up, because if you live to tell the tale, you get to tell your like grandkids about it and like how cool it was jumping off the Great Wall of China. At the same time though, you're like, oh my gosh, should I be doing this? Like, how much risk do we want to be taking here? Like, let's think really hard about this. And so I'm like, no, I'm just gonna do it. So my friend and I, we jumped off at the same time, because they had like this harness where they put two people next to each other, and then you like hold on to the rope and you jump. And we were really well harnessed in, but I literally peed my pants. So when we got down to the other side, I'm like, oh my gosh, people are gonna see that I've got my pants. Like, how do you cover up that? Okay, luckily, there was a boat that was waiting for us to take us to like, it was dinner or lunch? Lunch. I think it was lunch, because I think we did our little 5K hike right before that in the morning. And it had rained like either early that morning or like during the night. So the boat had like on at least one of the seats a little pool of water, rainwater. And so I literally purposely sat in that seat with the water, so then I could be like, oh my gosh, like my pants are wet. It was the most ridiculous thing, but it was a great cover up, because then they'd be like, oh yeah, there is rainwater. Like it looks like it's true, but it wasn't. It was legit like pee, and it wasn't like a whole lot of pee, I don't think, but I'm just saying the puddle saved my rear. So like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, the good times in China, right? Like the mayhem that went down. But and luckily, I think actually my friend, so she knew that I had like leaked. And she was like laughing up to death, like, because it was like, how does this happen? Okay, we are not in 3rd grade. Okay, like we should all be able to handle this by now. And so I think she thought it was just absolutely hilarious that this would even happen. And I think it was her or another gal that let me borrow like a sweater. It wasn't really a sweater. It was like those jackets that you like kind of zip up. So it was like sweater, half jacket kind of thing. And I think I borrowed I don't know whose it was, if the girl that I had jumped off the Great Wall of China with, or one of my friends that came right behind us. And she was just a minute or two behind us. And it might have been her jacket. I don't know. And I put it around my waist, I believe, to kind of hide the rain puddle. But I was just like, oh my gosh. Like, literally, like, 100% true. That really happened. Like, most embarrassing thing ever. Thank goodness it rained, though. Otherwise, I really would have been up a creek, because there's no way. Like, how would you hide that? Seriously. Oh. Anyway, so go ahead and leave your most embarrassing story ever. We won't tell a soul. Seriously. We're BFFs here, right? And I think that was my last story, last card. We should do this more often. We should do like little summer parties every weekend where we're just chilling, talking, eating popcorn. Let me know if you'd like to hang out again. So fun. Like, like back in grade school when like summer parties were like a thing. I only went to a few of them because my parents were like it wasn't safe, of course. And I don't let my kids go to summer parties, but like, it's fun. There's like something about like having that like real talk with like other people. We're not alone. We're all in the same boat, trying to figure out this crazy life, you know. Anyway, it's been real. I'm gonna catch a movie. Who else is into Hallmark? Let me know if I have any subscribers, fans that love Hallmark. That is like my channel. We have YouTube TV, and so they have the Hallmark channel on there. I am like such a sucker, like chick flicks and romance. Now I will say, that these are like G-rated, PG-rated romance. I'm not into like R romance. Like, I like it clean, like real clean. So Hallmark is my style. But I watched a movie. I will say before we end here, there was a movie. Was it last week that I watched? And it was called, what's the name? Rip in Time. I think it was called Rip in Time. So you know the story about Rip Van Winkle, and it's like, oh my gosh, is that even the name of the story? It's like a classic New England story, but it's basically about this guy named Rip Van Winkle, and he goes into the mountains and he falls asleep for like 20 years, and he comes back, and like life's just different. And this story Hallmark did, I'm pretty sure it's Rip in Time, but it's basically about Rip Van Winkle's son and how he felt like really abandoned because his dad left for 20 years and they didn't know where he went. And he ended up like playing some kind of bowling game. Rip Van Winkle did, I guess, in the mountains with these like giants or something. I don't even know. It's interesting, but the story's based about how this son of Rip Van Winkle is now grown, and he gets sent in. He like goes in this cave when there's like a lightning storm, and it transports him back to modern times. And I'm guessing, I mean, somewhere on the Appalachian area. So I don't know if that would be like North Carolina or Virginia, but somewhere over there. And basically he like falls in love with like a modern day woman in like 2023 or 2022, I think. I think it came out, was it last year or this year? It might have come out last year. So in 2022. But it's really sweet. It's like, the cheesy romance type stuff. I know, I'm a sucker for that. It's great. So I might just rewatch that because that was really, really good. Oh, here's a question for you. Kate, false. This is my last thing. Okay, I was going to add to my little pile of questions. What shows have you watched recently? Any good TV shows, series? Not like we have a lot of time to watch that, if we're totally honest, because we're all parenting or going to school or like busy, right? But like, there's this one series I literally binged this week, and it's been a really, really long time since I have binged anything, because there's no time. Because if there's time, you're cutting into your sleep by like 3 hours. Okay, let's get real. And there was a show, and it was called Courtship. Yeah, excuse me, Courtship. And it's basically like this, she's American, this gal, she goes to England and she dates like 16, okay, here we go. No, it's The Bachelor. It's like the equivalent of The Bachelor, or is it The Bachelorette? No, The Bachelorette. So like the main character's a girl, so there's 16 guys or whatever, and she's dating them all at the same time, but in a castle. Like she's staying in a castle, and it's like Austen Land plus Bachelorette, I think is what it's called. That is like the mix of that. And there's like a couple scenes in there I had to skip. I was like, I don't want to see this. Not interesting. So there's a couple sketchy things there. But so just skip ahead. But in general, the whole thing I felt like was like really intriguing, because I'm like such a sucker for like anything to do with like the Regency area, with like in England. Like, do I have any subscribers from England? I think I have a few of you in here. Like, comment below. I love England so very much. I have not gone to England. I am dying to go to England so bad. Like, okay, that's also where I want to go to. Greece and England. Anyway, there's just something like beautiful about England, and it's just elegant, and I don't know. I look at all these photos, I'm like, breathtaking. Okay, that's my next trip, right? Anyway, so check that out. That was a good one. I literally would stay up. I think I was up till like 3 a.m. one morning, because I'm like, I need to see how this episode ends. Like, it was that good. Now, guys watching, you would not be interested whatsoever. You'd be like, wow, this exists out here? Like, heck no, right? I totally understand. Totally fine. It's totally chick flick type show. So just warning. But for all of the guys that are here, what is your favorite TV show to watch? And for all the ladies, what is your favorite show to watch? Are you like me, where you like the chick flick type stuff, or am I the only one like chick flick Hallmarky type stuff? Let me know. All right. Great catching up, and we'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.